Today we are trying Slice Classic Cola. Yes, you heard me right. Slice is back once again for like the millionth time. And when I first heard that Slice was coming back, I was excited. But then I read more into it and I was just like, why'd you have to do this? Why you do this? I sad. The reason why I am sad when I read about this is you take a look here. Probiotics and prebiotics. So this is apparently a healthy soda. It's on the trend with all the other stuff like, Ollie Pops or whatever else you see out there right next to the kombucha at Trader Joe's or wherever else. So this isn't like a legit, like sugary sweet treat that people would see a regular soda as. This is something different. Take a look at the back of a can. It reads something like, "Hello again. We're back and better than the 1980s drink that we once were. We're still the spunky, full flavor soda you love, but now with grown-up benefits. Only 5 grams of sugar, good for the gut, and undeniably classic. Slice Gutsy Blend, our signature gut health blend, synergistically combines prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics." Now, a lot of people are thinking that this is coming from PepsiCo, but no, this is made by a company that specializes in making gut-healthy soda. It's a company called Suja Life, and yeah, they bought the rights to Slice back in 2022, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go all the way back to when Slice was first created. So originally, Pepsi had a lemon lime soda named Team to compete with Coca-Cola's Sprite and 7-Up. And Team got discontinued by 1984, and that's when they introduced their next lemon lime soda, which was the name of Slice. So this is a new version, but just for a visual, Slice was originally released by Pepsi in 1984 under the lemon lime flavor. In 1985, a diet version was released, and then in 1986, Pepsi expanded on the Slice brand by releasing Mandarin Orange, Apple, and Cherry Cola. And throughout this whole time of its existence for a few years, Slice pushed themselves beyond what Sprite and 7-Up was by saying that it contained 10% fruit juices. Now, I'm holding up a bottle here sent to me from Maximus the Fourth. This is a very rare bottle. This is a very rare bottle of soda. Cherry Cola Slice, because it only lasted for 2 years officially, was discontinued in 1988. Now, Maximus, through his own research, he found out that Slice Cherry Cola did exist up until 1993, just in regional markets and hit-and-miss bottling plants. But anyways, now we are into the 90s, and Slice, as it continued on, expanded even with more flavors. But as they did that, they started dropping the 10% fruit juices to the point to where by the end of the 90s, Slice didn't have any fruit juice in it at all. It was just your regular soda that was a huge line that had a bunch of different flavors. They even had Dr. Slice, which was basically a rip-off competitor to Dr. Pepper. So by 2000, Pepsi was experimenting with Sierra Mist, putting it out in a majority of markets across the United States, even right next to Slice, their own brand. And by 2003, Sierra Mist was locked in as Pepsi's flagship lemon lime flavor, and Slice Lemon Lime was discontinued. Now, by the end of 2005, the summer of 2005, Slice altogether, all the flavors were discontinued. And then it got a little wind of hope back in 2006 when in Walmart stores only, Slice One, a diet soda, was available then. Now your choice of Slice One flavors were pretty small. You either had orange, grape, or berry. Now these flavors seemed to be a success to the point to where from 2006 up until 2009, Slice kind of expanded on their flavors And they were still only available at Walmart stores, but they brought back some original flavors such as orange, grape, strawberry, and peach. But by the end of 2009 into the early 2000s, Slice, made by Pepsi, was discontinued completely forever. Nothing really happened up until 2018 when a company by the name of New Slice Ventures bought the trademark for Slice and started to make their own version of Slice soda that was a low calorie, low sugar, but made with organic real fruit juices. And they puttered on and puttered on, and they made an announcement in early 2022 where they're finally going to release some soda. There were 4 flavors that they had teased, and there's actually promo shots of it. These flavors were orange, lemon lime, cherry, and berry. But by the end of 2022, they kind of went kaput, and that's when Sujo Life bought the rights from them and started designing the version of Slice that we are now finally seeing on store shelves. And that's where this baby comes in, this flavor of classic cola. And I think this is the very first time Slice has had just a regular version of a cola flavor. This was officially released in January of 2025, along with 6 other flavors. So you had the classic cola, they have orange, lemon lime, grapefruit spritz, ginger ale, strawberry, and grape. Now, from what I've read, the strawberry flavor is a Target exclusive. You could only get it there. But I've never really looked for it at Target. I don't think I've ever seen Slice, at least this brand, sold at Target yet. So keep your eyes peeled for that one if you want to. But yeah, this is a review of the new version of Slice. And I'm not the biggest fan of diet sodas or even these kind of like healthy sodas. So I really want to know, as a person that enjoys a good actual regular sugary soda, if I'm even gonna like this, if I'm gonna spit this out, is it gonna mess up my guts? I don't want my guts churned, but we'll see if this is actually any good and how great the cola flavor even is, because I'm just so curious about this. Okay, right off the bat, it smells like a flat soda. And it smells like it's almost like a root beer kind of smell from it. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it's got a good head. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. We poured it. You know what it looks like. Here we go. This is Classic Cola Slice from 2025. Here we go. It's a no for me, dog. This sucks so bad, dude. I just gotta laugh. This is absolute trash. This. You get hit with a wall of a regular cola taste for like 10 percent of the drink experience, and then after that it goes downhill so fast. It tastes like I am in a Walmart garden center. That's the best way to describe this. I've had a soda like that before, but it was some Japanese like bamboo flavor of Pepsi. And this is just kind of like, that one was actually kind of enjoyable to drink. This one is just sick. It's just sick, man. It's got a good amount of carbonation, so you do get the bubbly quite a bit, but man, that this is just like something some weird hippie chick with dirty hair would drink and enjoy. Like, oh yeah, I drink soda. Go on, grab yourself one out of the cooler there. You go and reach in, hoping you get a Dr. Pepper or something, and it's this trash. No, man. Uh-uh. No way. No way, Jose. So what this has in it, it's a soluble vegetable prebiotic fiber, Bacillus subtilis DE111, Bifidobacterium longium, organic cane sugar, lime juice from concentrate, natural flavors, vegetable and fruit juice, color, citric acid, kosher salt, stevia leaf extract, organic green tea extract. That's what's in this thing. I guess it's going to be good for my gut, but if I want to do that, I'll just take a laxative and take a huge dump. But this is like, no. I found this in the specialty section too, so it's not in your average soda section. You gotta go to where tomatoes and greens are being sold and stuff where, the mist falls onto the fruit to keep it fresh at the grocery store. It's right next to that in the little cooler. Uh, you ever do that when you were a kid? Where you're at the grocery store and you're in the vegetable fruit section and those sprayers start spraying onto the vegetables. Did you ever, as a kid, just like kind of go and try to catch the water in your mouth? I did. It was awesome. Yeah, as I thought it would be, this absolutely sucks. This is trash. Do not get the new slice if you are a regular soda drinker and you're thinking you're going to live some nostalgic kind of thing from the 80s or 90s. Because this ain't it, dog. No way. This is just healthy soda that has a classic nostalgic name slapped onto it, and trying to get as much money as they can selling this trash in the can. This is like if Coca-Cola went belly up and some hipsters in California bought the rights to Coca-Cola and started putting grass water into it and said, hey, this is our Coca-Cola though. Remember Coca-Cola? Well, yeah, this is our version too. So, yeah, it has Coca-Cola on it. Just have it. This is, yeah, man, this, ugh. Now, I know, like, all these probiotic, prebiotic sodas are all the rage right now. But trust me, it's going to go to the wayside of everything else. Fidget spinners and all that kind of stuff. This is the fidget spinner of soda at the moment, just with Olipop and whatever. And you may be saying, oh, well, but did you know that all those soda companies that are healthy were bought by bigger companies and they're like millionaire now, man? Like, they must be doing something right. Is like, is that the only measuring stick of doing something right? Is if someone has a lot of money? Yeah, I guess. I mean, a lot of humans are driven like that, but I know crap when I see it, and this is absolute crap. You can't convince me otherwise. I will give Slice, at least this flavor, Classic Cola, a 1 out of 10. It has a nice little wall of cola taste at the beginning, but this is something I would never ever buy or recommend anybody buying. Yeah, so there you go. Slice Classic Cola from 2025. I give a 1 out of 10. Do not buy this crap. It is just a healthy soda disguised with nostalgic looking labels. So, anyways. I am DJ Glowing Ice. Hope you enjoyed the little history lesson about Slice, at least. Thank you all for watching. And remember, it's okay to cheat every once in a while. My brain is just lost, man. Sorry. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to close this video right, but I can't. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good rest of the day.